Good morning, everyone. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I thought I'd pop on and just do a little doodling and maybe slap a couple things in the junk journal. This journal was made with Kylie Koo, and this journal was made by Dee Dee's method of using, it's a small junk journal just to glue the odds and ends on your desk. So I've got a few odds and ends. So I'm going to just slap some of these into my doodle book real quick. Not doodle book, my junk book. This is the junk book. And I'll just do a quick flip of what I've done in here so far. I did this last Thursday. I made 2 of these books, actually. I got on a roll with the painty paper pull out. And somebody had sent me some good transferred paper. So I've got a clown on there. And this one I haven't really done a whole lot in. There's an envelope in there that was painted. And so this is the one I'm currently working in. Hi, Ann. And I figured I'd just slap a few things in because that's the whole reason to make these books, is to give you somewhere to put the stuff in that's left over from a project. And then I've got those little dictionary cards like Dee Dee has. So I said, I'm just going to put a dictionary thing on each page just to finish it out. So that's what I did Thursday in Ann's group. So these are the pages that I did so far in here. If it's got its dictionary page, it's pretty much done. I might do some additional doodling. Who knows? There's an envelope, so I could make a tag to stick in this little pocket, or I could just shove stuff in the pocket. But I just had a few things that I was going to go through, and that was about it. I'm going to just pop these in here real quick. I've got 3 Canadian stamps here. I thought I'd glue on a page. Maybe we'll just stick them over here. You have to find your dictionary stickers. I have mine in a little basket over there. And I'm just using a Elmer's Extreme Glue Stick here. We'll see if it holds it down. Might need a tissue or a napkin or something, a wet one to clean the top of the... Somehow I'm getting glue on the top of the surface. I don't know how I'm doing it. Let me grab a wet one. If I can figure out what I did with the wet ones. Oh, it's one of those days. Yesterday was a bad day for me to leave the house. Nothing seemed to work. The $5 coupon I had in my purse, that you get with the CVS receipts. The girl at the checkout told me, that's not for this card. And I'm like, well, that's the only card I have. And then she said something about, well, if you got it back in the pharmacy and you didn't give them your card, they might have used the pharmacy's card to get you the discount. And our 2 systems don't talk to one another. I'm like, what? So using their coupons is just too much of a headache. I probably won't do that anymore. I'm just going to flip somewhere else here. This might be an interesting page for this picture here. I've ripped the man's head off, but on the other part of it, it said, old cabinet becomes end table. So I figured I would just pull that off and put it where his head was. Off with his head. Like that. Oh, and then something else happened while I was out. Oh, I went to the post office to drop those 2 dresses into the drop box because, I've got a postal scale. So I just measure everything at home and get the labels on it, and then I just have to drop it off. When I went back out to get in the truck, I walked right past the truck. And then this lady was looking at me like, what is wrong with her? I said, I forgot what I drove today. I was like, at that point, I should have realized it was time to go home. It's like, oh my God. Checked out totally yesterday, apparently. I need to do like y'all and get an old magazine to do my gluing in. Ugh, I need to schedule that. I can't even seem to get an appointment with the vet, and Bernadette needs to go to the groomer so bad. I'll try again when they open. I left a message and they never returned my call, and it's just something else. I want to put those together on a page. Oh, that's got that freaky lady bending backwards on it. This might be a good page here for the butterfly. We'll add this butterfly on here. And then Scott went out to go to work this morning and the car wouldn't start. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for bad news, I'd have no news at all. So he had to take the truck. Well, what was bad about that is the truck was sitting on empty. What? Okay. That's okay. I'll just put some more glue on it. Maybe offset it a little bit. So he had to stop and get gas before he could even leave and go to work. So, hi, Marty. Why is this doing me like this? I don't know. Maybe it'll stick down eventually. And then I've got one of my drop paper ladies here that I shrunk down and made stickers with. I got a stack of them here on my desk. Getting the paper loose is part of the battle. So that's how my day has started. I thought I'd sleep really good last night because I did a deep clean on our bedroom and pulled all my quilt fabric out from under the bed and dusted everything and cleaned up the dust bunnies and fresh sheets and linens on the bed. And then I was up and down all night long. I think it was because Scott was thrashing because he was having so much leg pain. Hang on. I got in the recliner for a little bit and slept, but wasn't enough. Almost forgot to put the trash out this morning. It's out there, though, so they can pick it up. Greg had to be to work an hour earlier this morning, so I hope he gets there on time. He doesn't have far to go. I kept telling him, I was like, if there's a train, it might slow you down. I'll be fine. I'm like, okay. I'll put her there. Maybe I'll do a little fairy body and make a Janet Nash fairy. This is driving me nuts that corner of that is sticking up. I'm going to get some tacky glue and just pop it on there. Now I've got a blue butterfly stamp and a blue-haired lady here. Maybe stick her on the butterfly. Oh, jeez. I'll hold it down with my finger a minute. Whoops. Slinging things. So that's how my today's going. And I saw Mary said she wasn't going to be on, so I said I'll jump on and do something. So I figured I'd glue these in and then do a page in my Kylie Coo doodle book. And I'm not dating the pages in the junk journal because, I might add things days later. Why can't I get this? I guess I'm trying too hard. Yeah, I got to get Bernadette in because she has to have her shots before she can go to the groomers again. I'm beginning to think maybe my vet is going to retire because he's only working 4 days a week now. I might could just add her a little dress and then those could be her wings. Can do that later. So that's what I was going to do in there. Oh, that doesn't go on there. Oh my goodness. I might glue these down again later. The extra little bits here and there. But that's my desk junk journal to pop junk into that ends up on my desk. What I did is I went through and I got my red pocket. Hi, Terry. The red pocket from my Bits and Bobs binder where we do a page with those. And I just took all the smaller images out of the red section. And that's what I went through and just glued down here and there. And I was thinking of doing the yellow and orange in the other one, but I haven't filled this one all the way up. So that's what that one's for. The DD Desk Junk Journal. Give me somewhere to glue stuff down. And then I pulled some ink out. I was going to maybe put some words in my book, but I decided against it. But FYI, at my Walmart, this set of letters is marked down to $4. And I know that depends on the size of the store and all of that. That's how clearance works. It depends on the size of the box. That's what they call those stores, box stores. Depending on how big the box is, it depends on what goes on clearance when. That's why some people will have clearance and other people won't. Because if their store can have room for everything, then they don't have to make room for it. Now, this is my Kylie Coo Painty Paper Journal where you just glue one to another and make a journal. And this is just for doodling. So I had a few images that I tried to do transfers and they didn't really work, but I put them in here anyway and doodled around them. So I've done that page. Let me see. Did this one over the weekend. A buffalo. I can see everything as long as I do this. And I'm just doodling with Posca pens in here, black and white ones. And then there was this here. So I don't have another page with an image on it. So I was thinking I might just grab an image and glue it in here and we'll doodle around it. So let me grab something. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Make sure I've got my book right side up toward me. And what's good about doing this book like Kylie did is it's flat. It lays flat. So I'm going to glue him down right there, and then I'll doodle around him. Thanks, Terry. What did I do with the glue stick? And I was telling Janet Baum that if she wanted to, she could just add a focal image and then doodle around it. And that's why I decided I'm going to do that real quick. And I'm not going to stay on long. We're going to do this doodle page and then I'll sign off. He's gone off the side of the page a little, but I'll just cut that free. All right. So now I'll get my pens out, and I just get a variety of Poscas out. I think Journey sent me the big fat ones. What's this one here? I think that's the same as that. No. So I hope everybody's having a good morning. Hi, Angie. Good morning. And I don't know if this time works for you guys or not, but I would rather be on at 6 o'clock this morning. I got kind of waylaid with the fiasco with the car not starting and Greg's change in schedule. So I didn't want to go live when he was trying to get ready for work because he always likes to talk to me, you know. I tried to stay awake for Barb Owen last night, but with us getting up so early, it's so hard for me to stay up late. Scott told me the other day, he said, I wish I could be a morning person like you. He's not a morning person. Him and Greg, they like to stay up really late, and I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed. I'd rather be up in the morning, listening to the world come alive, all the birds chirping, traffic starts humming along. Boy, I missed that. I skipped way too many that time. Oh well, we're just doodling. I might do another somewhere in here. Kind of looks like some kind of drapery. Like he's looking in the window going, "Hey, how you doing?" Oh, I wouldn't worry about cleaning before they get there, Angie. They're going to make a mess. You'll just end up having to clean again. They're men. They don't care. But I know what you mean. Makes you feel better, though. But if they're good people, they'll actually do a real thorough job of cleaning up their own mess. But not all people do a good cleanup. Watched a sappy movie on YouTube yesterday. You know, the ones free with ad. I watched The Long Lost Son. It was really old, though. They were talking about Bill Clinton and Hillary going to the White House. So that's ancient times. Let's see here. I think that's all I want to do. Maybe up here we'll do some circles. And Callie's out on the porch, and now she's tripping out because the world is coming alive and the traffic freaks them out. So I'm going to finish these circles, and then I'll go let Callie back in off the catio so she doesn't have to freak out. Cats are like overlords. You know that? Oh, hi, Sylvia. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I get up and send Scott off. I try to make his start to his day go smooth, but then the car didn't start and the truck's sitting on empty, so the poor guy had to stop and get some gas before he could even go to work. Let me go get my feline. I'm coming. All right, come on. Hello. Come. You don't like the noise, do you? No, I don't think so. Let me walk. She's griping the whole way. Meow, 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 she says. And this really fat, chunky Posca, you can make rectangles really fast. You just pop it down like that. Love it. And sometimes they look like rectangles and sometimes they look pointy. I can't even tell you what size this is because, the only thing that's in ink, well, is Posca. Everything else is in Chinese. I have no idea what size to tell you it is, but it's really cool that you can do those rectangles like that. Wish I had a white one like this. That would be cool. If it goes a little wonky, don't stress about it. It's a doodle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Very strange. Sorry, Marty. Didn't mean for you to add it to your wish list. It is fun to use, though. Put some down here. Hopefully, Greg got to work on time. He basically just needs to go across the bridge into Columbia. Stitch It Pam was on last night, you guys. If you're not subscribed to her, she's only got 138 subscribers. You ought to go subscribe to her. She did a live last night. I popped in there right before I went to sleep. I said goodbye at Barb's, and then I popped into Pam's when I saw she was on, but I had already taken my melatonin, so I was on my way to dreamland. Let's see, what do we want to do now? I don't know. The thing about the big chunky one is when they're new and real juicy, they take a little bit of time to dry. So try not to stick your hand in it like I just did. I thought I was far enough away from it, but apparently I wasn't. Just putting a little dot in the middle of my circles. And yesterday when I did the envelope, I didn't let the Posca dry, so I did have a little running and smearing when I put my clear coat on. Dee Dee's right. You have to let that stuff completely dry before you try to do your clear coat. But it didn't mess the baby up too bad. So I'm probably going to fix that up with some baby theme things for Brittany and send it to her. I got to see what I've got laying around. Because apparently I'm not going anywhere today. Unless I walk. I could walk to Joann's, but it would take me about probably an hour and a half to get there. Back when I was walking all the time, I could probably get there in about 30 minutes, but it's been a long time since I walked 4 miles in an hour. Not sure I could do that anymore. Have to build up to it. All right, let's do something with a little one. Morning, Joyce. Yep, exactly, Marty. Oh, I'm not doing it right unless I am able to enable. Able to enable. My mother-in-law, she's soon to be 96, And she's so cute. She said, "You've really turned out to be a really good cook." She loves it when I take her food. And I think I need to make her food more often because she doesn't eat very well. Because it's just her there by herself, and she doesn't want to cook, a whole meal and then have to eat it the same thing for a week and a half. So, but the problem I run into is we like things kind of on the spicy side, and she doesn't. She would rather have bland flavorings. So on the weekends, I make a bland meal so I can or two, and then I just take it to her in Tupperware. So that's why she gets at least a couple meals each week that are full-on meals. She goes and picks up food a good bit, like from the restaurant, and does the drive-through, and then she says they give me enough for 2 meals. And she's going for her checkup in a couple weeks, but my sister-in-law is coming up from Atlanta to take her, so I don't have to take her this time, but I told her, Adele doesn't have to drive up here. I can take you. It's no problem. Well, I don't want to be a bother. So that's what we're here for. That's really the whole reason we're here. Excuse me. I'm not sure I put a black dot in that middle of that one. That's okay. We'll pretend there's a black dot there. I find doodles are just like mandalas. Just pick something and repeat it until you're done with it, and then pick something else and repeat it until you're done with it. Barb was making a journal last night. I clearly don't need to be making any more journals. I need to be filling journals. This pen is splattering, and I don't care. It'll add to the interest. You just keep going until you think it's done enough. Yeah, the white pops when you put some black down. So I took my base that was in the paint underneath and just added the doodles on top. If I get too dotty, the camera's going to fuss, but oh well. I wonder if I've got a different white. I don't know. That's another fine tip. I don't have a fat, chunky white one. Nope. But it could look cool to bring one of his colors into the background. Let's use this blue. Good morning, Heather. You're up early. Oh, going back to Scott having to take the empty truck to get to work, I had to quickly pull the 50-pound bag of cat litter out of the back seat. And so I can change litter boxes because we have 6 litter boxes that I have to change. And if he took it to work, I wouldn't be able to do that today. Cats might go on strike on me. Let's see, we've got some more of these right here. These almost look like Christmas lights. We'll just make him look like he's popping out the page a little. Whoops. Do you find it's easier to draw with these in one direction more than the other? The Poscas? If you try to go back or whatever, that's when it does all the splattery stuff. Or you lose control of it. You thought it was just you? Nope, not just you. It's like when I try to go to the left, that's when I have all the problems. If I just do a smooth movement toward the right, yeah. Yeah, we get up at 5 o'clock here, Eastern. That's when our alarm goes off. So we're up at 5. Well, we're up, maybe not conscious, but we're up. Oh, I feel like the back needs something else. Let's see, what else can I do? If I slow down, maybe. This is where I mess up, trying to go back on a line. I don't think that was the right line for that, but oh well. It is now. Now I gotta watch that I don't stick my hand in it. Yes, they can. Scott says it's our own fault because these cats that we have now are the most spoiled cats we've ever had. They get away with things previous cats never would. I said, I think we're just getting lame and lazy in our older age, and they're working the system. Let's see here. Whoops. My favorite place to do this doodling is out on the porch. And I would have taken you guys out there. See, I'm messing up because I'm trying to talk at the same time. But my internet doesn't want to pick up out on the catio. It's just out a door, one door. And it just doesn't want to work out there with beans. That time we told you all about Merlin, that app you can get on your phone that identifies the birds around you. We were amazed that it was actually working out there. Here. If I think about it, I'll put a link to that sappy movie I watched. Just in case y'all just want something to listen to in the background. All right, I'm flipping to the other side of my line I was working on. Oh, I know what that is. That's the middle of the book. It's like, why is it behaving badly there? If you make a mistake, just keep making it, and it'll look like you did it on purpose. At least that's what Barb says. Let's see. I think I want to do another one of these lines up in here. I've started watching this lady's reels, and she dresses in like 1940s and 50s clothes. She's so sweet. And she has coffee with you on her porch, and she's got a positive message almost every day. It's really, really nice to watch her. All right, what else do we want to do? I feel like my little things here are getting lost. Oh, there's Carolina Wren outside, just raising a fuss. Could be a cat nearby. Cat, he's saying. I've got a neighbor that won't spay or neuter, and she just keeps turning out litters of kittens. So, and I know y'all have heard me gripe about that before. Oh, stop trying to fix it, Becky. You're making it worse. I don't know what's going on with our car. I think it's time for a new car, but we can't afford a car payment. Scott says he thinks it needs a new fuse box because the fuel pump relay, the prongs on it don't set in the fuse box firmly, and he thinks the box's slots are just wore out. I think he said that the car is 12 years old now. It'd be nice to make it to 20 years with it, but I really don't know if that's going to happen. We hang on to cars. We might buy them new, but then we hang on to them until they're about to fall apart. We just want to get all of our money out of them. Let's see, there was another one. There we go. I'll look at chat as soon as I finish this row of scallops. I was in and out of Janet Nash's yesterday and in and out of Dee Dee's while I cleaned that bedroom out. It is amazing what a white pen will do. Hi, Violet. It was a time when I didn't have transportation again, so I was doing an Aldi's grocery store Instacart, and I ordered the cat litter they have there, and it was awful. It was clay-based. It was very dusty. All of the cats started having respiratory problems, sneezing, and carrying on. So as soon as I could get the litter they're used to, I went and got it. I don't use the scoopable kind because they say that's bad. If they ingest it, it builds up in their stomach. So I don't want to, do that to my poor babies. That's right. The golden retriever smell. Well, right now mine smells like a very stinky Cocker Spaniel because I can't seem to get in to the vet to get her shots so that she'll be welcomed at the groomer because she has to have her shots updated. What are you doing in my yard? That cat, I know his name is Lars. Scared the birds off so that the cat couldn't get them. Oh, well, maybe you can get someone to take you, Heather. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably about as good as it's going to get for a doodle page. So I'll turn him around. That was fun adding the critter. I need to cut this off. I'm going to leave it open to make sure the Posca's all dry, though. And so that's all I was going to do. I don't want to stay on a long time. I get to where my throat starts hurting. So about an hour. I'm good for about an hour, and that's about it. Looks good. Thank you. Yeah, we like to go on Tuesdays because we call it Old Fart Tuesdays because they give us 25% off at Goodwill. So I don't know if we'll do that today because money's kind of tight. Now the car's not working. So yeah. Dawn, right? Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. So I did this page in this one, and I did some pages in my desk junk journal here that I made following Dee Dee's setup for the junk journal. And this is just to catch junk, and then I add one of my dictionary things I got from Amazon. I'll show those to you real quick before I sign off. You get a whole set of them, A to Z, and they come in these little things. And I just pop one of those, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them come in the set. And then these other things I have are the little vellum. This one's Van Gogh paintings that you can add to things. I was kind of saving these to put on ATCs, so I need to do some ATCs. So I got the different ones. I got this one's cool, and then that one. So I got those to play with too, and I just put them all in this little. I love these baskets. Every time I see these when I'm thrifting, I get them because they're great for putting things in like this on the shelf, and I can easily see what's there. You're going to add your stickers too? I hope you can find them. They're there somewhere. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.